Definitely not swimsuit weather today, mid-February, and yep, snow all over the ground. Fortunately, probably one of the last snow storms of the season, at least I hope. Well, I guess it's time to wash up this morning. Maybe not. So this means even though I need to do dishes, I'm going to have to postpone that too, because this hose is totally frozen and there's no way I'm going to get any water this morning. Oh well, all part of living off grid. So the most important item for me in the winter, hands down, is my Big Buddy heater. But there are a few things about the Big Buddy heater that are not really intuitive, and some tips I've had to pick up along the way. So another issue I ran into when I hooked up my Big Buddy heater, and until I learned, was I would turn the spigot completely on my propane canister, thinking, well, gotta have lots of propane to burn all of that heat. Boy, was I wrong. My Big Buddy heater can only take about a half turn on the spigot here in order to work properly. Otherwise it chokes and can't burn the propane, it sputters, goes out. Let me know in the comments below, those of you who own the Big Buddy, if that's your experience as well. So when I'm using the Big Buddy in an enclosed place like this on a cold winter day, it's 200 square feet of very insulated building. So naturally, I was wondering, well, what about carbon monoxide poisoning while I'm asleep? The good thing is I have this super sensitive carbon monoxide detector, and I just keep that right there by the bed so that it can alert me if there's any issues. But also what I've found is my Big Buddy heater shuts off long before this thing starts beeping, and this thing is annoying, trust me. Once it's alerted me and I've opened the window, I just set it outside, let it beep away until it stops beeping. For folks who have a Big Buddy heater or are thinking of getting one, the biggest tip I wanted to leave you was one that took me a long while to figure out. So you can imagine, folks, when I first owned the Big Buddy, and actually, to be honest, months later, it took me a long while to figure it out. Why was this thing shutting off after several hours? It's still cold outside. I still want some heat, but this is shutting off. And it's not a carbon monoxide issue. My carbon monoxide detector wasn't going off at all. I just didn't know. Well, turns out Big Buddy apparently can detect not only carbon monoxide, but just oxygen levels, period. So if there is not enough oxygen flow in the building, this thing was shut off. And you can crank and crank and crank and nothing happens. And I thought it was defective. I was running outside thinking, well, there's not propane coming into it. I was adjusting the propane intake. Maybe there's too much propane coming in. Oh, maybe there's not enough. Couldn't figure it out. Well, found out what the solution was. First, for safety reasons, of course, open the door for a little bit, get some fresh air. But that doesn't matter. Good old Big Buddy, once it's off, it's like, oh no, there's not enough air in your building. I'm staying off. I go, oh, well, you're going to work, pal, and I'll show you how. Fortunately, my buddy is right near the door and the step, so I'm sending it outside just like a pet that's got to use the bathroom. There, so now I'm just going to leave it outside for 5 or 10 minutes, and now the oxygen sensor is going to kick in gear and go, hey, there's lots of oxygen out here. Now I'm going to bring it back inside and see if she'll start up again. make sure we don't kink the hose. Now we'll get some warmth going on here. Hopefully, now that our buddy is all aired out and has the oxygen it wants. There's the blue flame. And poof, it's heating up. So since it's really cold today, I'll turn it over to medium. That's better. So nice to have some heat. Now it's time to say a brief thanks to all the kind folks who've sent me gifts through my Amazon wish list. First off, I'm modeling it. Maybe I can be like a senior model, you know, walking down the runway and, you know, go. This lovely shirt from subscriber Chris. Thank you, Chris. It's warm and really nice. And also, big thanks to kind subscriber Janelle, who sent me this gift card. It's a Visa gift card that I can use anywhere, and it has $25 on it. Thank you very much. Next up, this really beautiful Sirius level, and that'll come in handy when I'm doing my walls. Got to have those walls level on the shower shed I'm building. And also, when I get going on what I call my big house. Thank you very much, Houston. Much appreciated. So if you want a more in-depth review of my Big Buddy heater, I did a video of this several months ago. So I'll just leave it in the description below, and you can click on it and take a look. And as always, folks, I sure appreciate you being here and watching these videos. And there should be lots more projects and videos coming your way soon. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the old notification bell. That'll let you know when the next video has been posted. And I hope that some of these videos are helpful to some of you also who are off-grid. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Thanks so much, and see you soon.